The first song I wrote was Fet's Vet. It played in a C-Lab episode, and that episode showed my website. And we had created a website and put an entire album up there for free because we really couldn't get on a label because we were kind of, you know, amateurish, and we recorded stuff in bedrooms and stuff. But kids got a hold of that song, and, you know, I guess the internet is filled with people that are into Star Wars. I didn't know this. A lot of our music is kind of illegally downloaded, and people make CDs or buy our CDs and then burn them, and it's basically like we've become popular just through file sharing. We're one of those success stories of file sharing, where because of that, because we didn't have advertising, marketing, or a music video, and we weren't in stores, there was no real way to get the word out, but the people liked the music enough that they would pass it on to a friend, which is actually a really high compliment.
We're all looking for a way to escape all this horrible news that we're getting every day, some sort of way to escape reality. We've got video games. We've got science fiction. We've got video games that feature science fiction. But more importantly, we have drugs. And there are all sorts of options with drugs. Let me just say, Robitussin is not an option. You think it is. You think it's the best thing in the whole wide world. It's a little tiny bottle filled with cake and dreams and clitorises and 3D Terminator movies. It's not true. It's not true. It's an evil little bottle filled with death and pain and destruction. Poverty, locusts.
What sort of is that? So the delicate was nothing. RoboCop couldn't stop me from puking and flushing. No balls to be busting, no fighting, no cussing. Just love for a drug called Robitussin. The tussin. So the delicate was nothing. RoboCop couldn't stop me from puking and flushing. No balls to be busting, no fighting, no cussing. Just love for a drug called Robitussin.
Word up, St. Louis.
Time magazine wrote an article called "The Geek Shall Inherit the Earth." And they just kind of talked about how geeks are on top. They brought me up in the article, which was amazing, you know, because we don't even have a publicist or a label or a music video or anything, and we're being brought up in Time magazine, which is just amazing. So it just goes to show you, if you kind of keep at something, maybe you don't need some humongous corporate entity just to like swoop in and save your life, you know.
Last summer, 2 summers ago, I guess now, we had a remix contest at my website. And the winner got to have a song written about him. And we asked him what he was into, and he said Miles Davis. He said Blade Runner. And he said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So what we've done is we've combined all 3 into an amazing song.
Meeting my fans is a great inspiration. I'm into what they're into. I'm not necessarily, I don't play Dungeons & Dragons, I don't play Magic the Gathering, and I don't know every single thing that they're talking about, but I definitely like to listen to who they are and what they're into, and I try to incorporate that in my music, but I also incorporate like stuff that I'm affected by, normal stimulus, just like TV, pop culture, music, anything really. A conversation, it can all go into the music. That's the great thing about it.
Let me hear you. 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 Let me hear you.
Because no one's ever going to find out they're down here. Because you're going to spot them.
The craziest thing that's happened is that we travel all over the country and people know who we are, and they have all of our lyrics memorized, and signing autographs is weird when, like, you know, just a couple of months ago I had a desk job and I couldn't get a date to save my life, and now I got girls throwing their panties at me, and so it's just, you know, the rock star cliche things actually do happen, and it's pretty hilarious, but we're very hard workers and we own our own business, so we don't party too hard, and we count our money a couple times every day, and we're just very careful about everything, and we're interested in putting in a good show, not letting anyone down. So tour's been a lot of fun, and we're going to be touring nonstop until December, so I know it's going to be weird when I stop. It's kind of like I've gotten used to it, so.
I thank you. What can I do for you next?
Man, when Debbie got us backstage, who'd have guessed that MC Chris would ask us all to go on a world tour as his roadies?
What a crazy year.